Welcome to our IT Mod Talks executive video series. I'm Jake Williams, VP of Content and Community here at Scoop News Group, and we're here with Christian Hoff, Director of Federal Civilian at Amazon Web Services. Christian, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Jake.
So Christian, so much going on across the federal government right now. Where have you seen the federal government make significant headway over the past year to modernize agency IT systems?
Yeah, no, great question. There are plenty of trends that we're seeing across the federal government agencies with customers migrating more and more workloads and taking advantage of innovation and new technologies, such as machine learning, edge computing, and high performance computing, HPC. And when AWS started its public sector business, customers were primarily attracted to the cloud for two reasons: to save money and promote efficiencies by hosting websites on the cloud, and then using cloud storage, which are still very much used today. But now, only a few years later, agencies are looking at leveraging the cloud for machine learning and artificial intelligence insights that really drive innovation, especially on mission workloads in support of that customer experience for the taxpayers. From computer vision systems for autonomous driving to FDA-approved medical imaging, AI is certainly driving public sector innovation. And an example of this can be seen with the FDA Intelligent Data Lake, which is their enterprise platform on AWS. And with an ever-growing number of regulatory review submissions, FDA needed a smarter, modernized process to complete reviews on time with limited resources. And it's, FDA receives over 125,000 applications each year and has only 40 reviewers. And so what they did is they created a machine learning solution utilizing multiple AWS services, using natural language processing to compute approved drug labels with submitted promotional materials, flagging discrepancies, thereby shortening the runway to production and eliminating that tedious manual reviews. Another example we see being an enabler of IT modernization and innovation for government customers is with high performance computing. And with HPC, we're helping our government customers gain insights faster, quickly move to the idea to mission enablement with virtually unlimited compute capacity, a high performance file system, and high through output networking. And as one of the world's largest preeminent weather forecasting organizations, NOAA needs an ever increasing HPC capacity to advance its numerical weather prediction models. And the quality of the forecast is strongly correlated with the rise in HPC performance. And having more HPC resources available really allows them to continually introduce scientific advances, ultimately leading to more timely and accurate forecasts. And finally, at NASA, scientists are now able to quickly launch HPC models from Python notebooks and analyze and visualize results as they are created.
So I love that you gave the sort of that historical look at AWS and how public sector started and now sort of where things are and some of the cooler emerging tech, newer things that you can do. What's another, maybe one example of where IT modernization has significantly improved the customer experience side for American citizens over the past year?
Yeah, citizens hold certain expectations for their government interactions. And with many government services shifting online over the past few years, those expectations have only risen as they should. And, they want interactions to be predictable, easy to navigate, and really not far from how they experience customer service in the commercial marketplace. And with that executive order on transforming the federal customer experience, agencies are now tackling that tangled web of siloed services that have made it hard for people to get the resources that they need. So from retirement and healthcare benefits to food subsidies, federal grants and small business loans, to truly elevate the customer experience for Americans, agencies will need to capitalize on a combination of both technology and human-centered design. And we've seen a number of federal agencies enabled to move faster than ever to upgrade that citizen services as a result of the cloud. And one example, Jake, is we've seen the scaling of digital call centers through a service called Amazon Connect, which is a digital call center that helps automate entry-level questions using AI, so agencies can make better use of their people and their resources. A specific example, leadership at the U.S. Customs and Border Protection, CBP, they had 2 weeks to develop and implement a solution when the contractor responsible for supporting 3 call centers suddenly filed for bankruptcy. So they needed a hardware, software, multiple language support, workflow automation, monitoring systems, zero downtime tolerances, and a host of specialized call center services. In addition, they needed to train over 300 employees on how to use this new system. So CBP, they were able to migrate 3 call centers in 10 days using Amazon Connect, and they were able to reduce operational and labor costs in that process, improve integration, efficiency, resiliency, and response times.
Wow, that is a heck of a story. Christian, thanks so much for joining us today and sharing your thoughts.
Thank you for having me.